And Andy, are you there?
I am here.
Hi, Andy.
Morning, Andy.
You're from Fujitsu?
Fujitsu General.
Okay. Fujitsu General? Is that what you said?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Everybody just says Fujitsu, though, right?
Yeah, the company name is Fujitsu General. We've been in the U.S. for 30 years, but Fujitsu is the brand that we sell.
Okay. And last week we had a heating and cooling contractor on, and we were talking Minisplits in general. They've really seemed to come a long way in the past few years, and with energy efficiency and stuff like that. Can you tell us how Fujitsu's been doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. I heard you talking to Greg last week, and the first thing I'll say is having a good contractor like Greg is the most important thing. Making sure you're working with a qualified technician who has that training makes all the difference in the world, whether it's our technology or anybody else's. But the great thing about Minisplits is how flexible they are and what they can do for you in many different ways. But whether it be that attic space or a sunroom that you just can't get heated and cooled any other way, or you're looking for a great whole house solution, the technology today has really come a long way. And regardless if you're down in Florida or you're up north in the cooler markets where you need heating, we have solutions to handle all that for a single room or a multi-home situation where you've got a lot of rooms to cover.
And this ends up putting these mini split systems in. It's more energy efficient too than trying to put in a separate furnace and air conditioning thing. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely, Ron. And the reason for that is twofold. One, mini splits zone much better than traditional ducted systems. As much as we try to put dampers on a ducted system, we're still running the furnace or air conditioner full blast, and that means we're using that energy. We're just changing the temperature in given rooms and pushing more air into one room than the other. And trying to manage it that way. With a mini split system, what we're doing is we're only putting the amount of refrigerant into that space that we need. So if you're living in your master bedroom and your family room, like most of us do, you can just condition those rooms, and the rest of the house can be at much less conditioned temperatures unless you're in there, and you can adjust it. So that's the first way, is we only heat and cool the space we need at that time. The second reason is because these units are very efficient. We're up to 33 SEER, that's the seasonal energy efficiency ratio, which is very, very efficient compared to most traditional systems in homes today.
And right now, if you have the average person with the air conditioning out there that's sitting outside running, what's the SEER rating on those?
The minimum requirement in this country right now is in the northern half of the U.S. is 13 SEER,
right,
and the southern is 14 SEER. So you put numbers like 33 on the board, and you're making a huge difference on the amount of power that you're using to cool or heat your home.
Yeah, but if somebody has a 10-year-old system, they don't have a 13. They probably have, what, an 8, maybe a 10?
8 or 10.
Yeah, at that time it was 10 SEER, and the way that seasonal efficiency ratio works, it's that ratio when it's out of the box, but over time they get dirty and lose a little bit of their efficiency. So it may be 7 or 8 SEER by the time you're 10 years into it.
So you could be 4 or 5 times more energy efficient by installing one of these Fujitsu systems then.
Absolutely, and that's not even taking into effect the zoning feature of not needing to heat and cool your whole house at one time. So you should see significant utility bills if you go to a whole house solution with mini splits.
Okay, Rich has a technical question for his house. I think, didn't you say you needed one to install one at your place?
Yeah, but that's for my garage.
Right. Explain that and see if he can help you out with that one.
No, I mean, it's common down here. We actually, after houses are completed, we put mini splits in garages constantly because it's not unusual for garage temperatures to hit 105, 110 degrees, which is not good for your car.
Okay.
It's not, and neither is it good for your body getting into a car that's 10 degrees in the north. So we think it's a good solution in both cases, Rich.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
But it's really wise to put that heat pump in the garage, and then you can keep it at 50, 60 degrees in the winter up in Chicago, and down in Florida you can keep it at 80 degrees in the summer, and a lot more comfortable getting in and out, and certainly a lot better for your car.
And a little bit off topic, but it's good that you said 80 degrees, because that's actually one of the things I have to educate our clients on, is that you do not want to go below 80 degrees, because we have a lot of mornings where our dew point is 70 to 75. And if you open your garage, you'll actually do more damage to the car because the moisture in the air condenses on your vehicle. So 80 is your minimum in summer.
Yep. It doesn't. It's just taking that edge off the heat in a garage situation. You don't need to have it all the way down to 68 degrees. It won't be good for your car, and certainly that condensate creates other problems.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you were talking about using it up here in the northern parts of the country for heating. So do you have to run a gas line to these, natural gas, or how's the heating part work then?
No, it's all heat pump driven. So we actually have systems today that will still be able to heat your home down to -5 degrees in that way, and not use any gas whatsoever. So not only are you're heating your home very efficiently, but you're not adding to that carbon footprint. So makes a real good solution for a garage, or if you're doing have a room upstairs that's never been quite comfortable, you could do a multi-head system. In other words, one outdoor unit with 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 or 7 indoor units that can solve other problems in the house. So
Incredible.
A lot of ways we can take advantage of it. And again, it's talking to a great contractor like Greg and having him come out and help you solve your problems.
Okay, and it's FujitsuGeneral.com. Is that the website?
Yeah, that's one, or even easier, all one word, ConstantComfort.com.
Constant Comfort. That sounds easier to spell.
Exactly. And you go in and put your zip code in, and you'll be able to find a contractor just like Greg who can help you out.
All right, ConstantComfort.com for more information. And we're talking to Andy from Fujitsu General. And you guys are making the mini split systems. Is there anything else you guys are working on?
Well, there's a new technology that some of your listeners may have heard about called VRF, and that's variable refrigerant flow, and it's the big brother. Mm-hmm. And it's used commercially, and it will have one outdoor unit with up to 50 indoor units. So it's a great solution, but we now have that solution available for residential as well. So you can have one outdoor unit and up to 9 indoor. So when you're thinking about a whole house solution and getting all the advantages we talked about of ductless, but in a whole house solution, that residential VRF solution is pretty excited, and we're very excited to be offering that now and have a lot of homes throughout the country that are taking advantage of that.
All right, Andy, I appreciate the phone call. We got to go to a break, and everybody check it out, ConstantComfort.com. Thanks for your time, Andy.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
All right, we'll be back right after this. You're listening to
Mighty House.
You cut him off, Ben.
Mighty House. Mighty House will return.